What do you think was the craziest prep that you've ever had?
2012 Canadian Nationals. Either I die or I'm going to win this. Over 1,000 milligrams of test, 600 milligrams of EQ, 600 milligrams of Deca, 400 Tren, ACE, 400 Masteron, 350 Winstrol, T3, 50 mcgs a day, clenbuterol, doing 5 units of like underground growth hormone a day. Also taking aromacin every day.
Can you actually believe it? That this is what bodybuilders nowadays have to do in order to look the way they look, in order to go on stage and compete, in order to qualify, to get a pro card, to go on Mr. Olympia stage. That's absolutely insane. And if this guy was taking this amount, I'm pretty sure there are tons of other bodybuilders who don't have the best genetics and they take a lot more because they think the more they take, it's better. And you have all these bodybuilding forums. It's like everybody can now give an advice and just tell you what you need to take. It's absolutely insane where our fitness industry nowadays is. You know, you look at these bodybuilders and you admire their physiques, you admire their work ethic, you admire the way they present themselves, they go on stage, they pose, they do all this stuff. But this is unfortunate reality of what modern bodybuilding is like. It's not only steroids. Nowadays you will get stuff like pro hormones, peptides, fat burners, and not like simple fat burner stuff like, you know, clenbuterol, T3, T4, whatever number. There was the other one like DMP, which are crazy hardcore bodybuilding drugs which will help people to get, you know, ripped. And not to mention, they obviously when they are like very close to the competition, they will be adding like a diuretic. It's a disaster for anybody basically. If you put all these drugs in your body, like where do you think it's gonna go if you do that? And then, you know, all these youngsters, they find out because now it's openly discussed on social media. When I was 20 years old, there was no such thing. I was reading all these magazines and I would see these big bodybuilders, you know, the famous bodybuilders at that time. And, you know, they were just speaking about, you know, take this supplement, you're gonna look like me. Take this supplement, you're gonna get shredded. Take this supplement, you're gonna get big. Eat this food, you're gonna get massive. Do this workout or you're gonna grow like crazy. But there was no honest talk about what it actually takes to get there. But now there is this information out there, and you hear these youngsters basically going online and finding these videos, and they will be like, yes, this is what I have to do in order to look like them. So why are you surprised if these 14, 15, 16-year-olds, they just jump on gear and then, you know, they put this stuff online and then they get all this attention, they get all these likes, all these comments, and then the algorithm somehow picks them up, and there are other influencers who will promote them, not necessarily to give them like a round of applause, but just like, hey, look at this guy. And because they have a huge following, you know, then they get more following as well, and then the ego gets a boost, and then say like, fuck yeah, that's the way. And that's how they're going to be encouraged to pursue this, you know. So I remember I was young and I used to get these magazines. I used to admire guys like Dennis James, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman. But once I found out that this is what it takes to get there, I was like, no. And thanks God I had a very good trainer back in Romania, which taught me about these things and, you know, made me understand that I should steer away from this stuff, not jump on it, because yeah, you're gonna get the results, but I'm telling you this time and time again, you get the results, but you lose them pretty much when you stop taking the stuff. As a natural, you get to keep the gains. Yeah, as a fake natural or as a enhanced bodybuilder, you just borrow the gains. Once you stop, you know, you stop making the gains, you're gonna lose them as well. So it's a really, really hard decision nowadays, because we, all of us, you know, I want to be bigger, I want to be more ripped, I want to look amazing, but is the price actually worth it? Most of them, they get fat, they get depressed after, they lose their libido, and it just spirals down out of control. it's just a mess, guys. That's why I always promote natural bodybuilding. Yes, it takes more time, but believe me, if you put in the work, if you do what you need to do, train hard, stay on your diet, find what works for you, improve yourself week after week after week, one day you're gonna get there. You're gonna have a good physique. And yes, I know what you will tell me, it takes so long and I don't have the genetics, or I will never look like these guys. I mean, so what? The best thing to do is just chase to be the best version of yourself. That, you know, being the strongest version of yourself, the most muscular version of yourself, but not the enhanced version of yourself. That's bullshit. But that's my opinion, guys. I always preach bodybuilding, you know, I always encourage people to stay natural, to train natural, to get better, how nature intended. Because once you go on that camp, there's most likely never coming back. So yeah, I'd like to hear, what do you think? Do you think this is, you know, a good approach, a healthy approach? Do you think that whatever that guy was taking is just should be encouraged and other people should take it? Anyway, I'd like to hear your opinion, so please voice it down in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching. I shall see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.